Hello! Oh, whoa, wait, hold on. Cut. Hello, Kokomi here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Or just Diamond. Today, we are, gonna head north, but first, we are encountering a Pokemon exclusive, that you can only encounter on Fridays at the Valley Windworks. And that is Drifloon, a ghost flying type that is very high leveled compared to what we've seen up to this point. Yeah, Macaroni's gonna go down. So I'm gonna go send an Onix. Yes, Drifloon, a ghost flying type. It's gonna evolve into Drifblim and ultimately be an HP tank. So that's its big thing. But it's still a solid Pokemon. I like Drifloon. And fun fact, Drifloon was the first non-community day shiny I ever found in Pokemon Go. I found it just randomly when walking into work one day. So shiny Drifloon does have a special place in my heart. So focus energy, stockpile, gust, and payback. As you can see, this is not going to be an easy Pokemon to catch, but if you can catch it at this point in the game, you're going to be rewarded handsomely. I believe in Platinum it is only level 20. And yes, actually I gave Onix the Quick Claw, which will occasionally allow it to go first. The text didn't show up saying that the Quick Claw allowed Onix to move before its opponent. Normally that would happen. I also sold off the 2 Stardust I had in my bag to the Pokemart, and used it to buy a bunch of Pokeballs as well as some Heal Balls and some Net Balls. And I got some Premier Balls as well, but you will just get a Pokeball. Sounds about right. I'd love to get Macaroni back in and see if I can land a Sing. Make it a little easier, so let's see what I have on healing. Because healing I don't exactly have a lot of. Yeah, I have 2 Super Potions and an Oran Berry. The joys of an Oran Berry. It did 39 minus 14. 39 minus 14 is 25? So if I use an Oran Berry, it would be just in range of dying from. So I guess I'll just have to. I'll throw a Premier Ball. Maybe you are a special Drifloon that wants to be in a special Pokeball. Oh, I guess I was right. Welcome to the team, Drifloon, even though I'm not really going to use you. And oh boy, Drifloon's Pokedex entry. A Pokemon formed by the spirits of people and Pokemon. It loves damp, humid seasons. Dang, we didn't get the fun Pokedex entry. I don't remember what game this appears in, but there is a Pokedex entry of Drifloon that states that it loves to be by children. Children will grab onto it, and then Drifloon will just carry them off, and the kids are never seen ever again. That's why I warned that little girl last episode to stay away from these Pokemon. These things are child kidnappers. Alright, so we're here at the PC, and I'm trying to decide what I want to take with me. I want to take Pachirisu just because it has pickup, so we can get some useful stuff off of it. But I also want to take. I definitely want these 3. I mean, Macaroni, honestly, we don't have any new Pokemon to encounter until Eterna Forest. And even then, I won't be catching Pokemon till the end of Eterna Forest, and I'll explain why when we get there. So I think Macaroni's actually going to take a well-deserved rest. And we'll take along probably Wormpole, just to get its evolution going. I do want to use Combee for a bit. I don't have a nickname for it, and funny enough, the nickname raider will be in the next town. So if you would have a nickname you would like to suggest for this possibly permanent, possibly not permanent party member, I would love to hear it. My issue with Combee, is it Impish? I believe that's up plus defense minus special defense, which will make it really bulky on the defensive side. Yeah, Impish. Capable of taking hits, so this is a bulky Combee. My issue with Combee is that its weaknesses overlap with Brownie and Wildberry, because Brownie is weak to rock, electric, ice, also weak to rock, quad weak to rock, because Bug is also weak to rock, weak to electric, weak to ice, weak to fire, weak to fire, weak to flying, weak to flying. So it's just a lot of crossover and weaknesses that I don't like. And that would be the biggest reason why But Combee does resist some stuff that my other Pokemon wouldn't resist. Like Combee, I believe, would resist Psychic moves and Dark moves. It would quad resist fighting moves, which Brownie would take neutral damage, and Wildberry would only slightly resist, but doesn't have good most fighting moves are going to be physical, and Wildberry is more of a special defensive Pokemon. So there are ups and downs to Combee. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, well, why don't we talk about Combee? Combee is an interesting Pokemon. It does not evolve, which means you are stuck with this, if it is male, which means if you catch a male Combee, you are stuck with this god-awful Pokemon. However, should you catch a female Combee, it is capable of evolving into Vespiquen, and I am definitely not stalling to pull up Vespiquen's Pokedex data, not in the slightest. It evolves into Vespiquen at level 21, which is actually really soon. And Vespiquen is mixed attack, but mainly a tank. It's slow, but its main thing is it's gonna be taking hits. Unfortunately, if we were playing Platinum, Combee would be capable of learning Bug Bite, which would be amazing to have at this point. But unfortunately, that's a Platinum exclusive thing. So that's really all I have to say about Combee. Its big thing is that Bug Flying isn't a great defensive type, but it's definitely one that you're going to have to utilize properly. Next up is Wormpole. Wormpole is the Caterpie of this game. It can evolve into one of two Pokemon, Silcoon or Cascoon. Whichever one it evolves into, which it'll evolve into at level 7 by the way, is determined completely at random, pretty much. It's determined by its personality value, which is set in stone once you encounter it. However, you have no way of knowing what this personality value is ahead of time. Oh, Ponyta. So, on a quick side note, I actually thought Ponyta was obtainable in this route. I'm wrong. In both Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. I don't know why I thought Ponyta was obtainable in this route. Maybe this trainer tricked me into thinking it was obtainable. Us Diamond and Pearlers are going to have to wait just a teensy bit longer to get access to Ponyta, unfortunately. So, where was I? Wormpole, based on its evolution, will ultimately evolve into the Pokemon Beautifly or Dustox. Beautifly, and it'll reach that final evolution at level 10, which means, yes, this Wormpole I currently have only needs 2 levels before it reaches its final evolution. The big advantage of Beautifly is that you have a Pokemon with good base stats at the beginning of the game. However, it will fall off hard in the middle of the game. Beautifly's base stats are overall pretty awful. But for this point in the game, they're very much above average, which is really Beautifly's thing, and it's like Butterfree, except it doesn't learn Confusion. And also, if you're seeing a sprite on Beautifly right now, you see that long thing sticking out of its head? Its Pokedex entry says that it uses that to suck stuff out of its prey. Pokemon's a fun game. And before I go on, Combee does have the ability Honey Gather, which occasionally gives you a chance to get honey after battle. And Pachirisu has the ability Pickup, which occasionally just lets you get an item after battle. Doesn't need to participate in battle. And what items it can get is based on its level. Unless you're playing Ruby, Sapphire, or Fire Red and Leaf Green. In that case, Pickup is literally one of the most broken abilities in the game, as you can get, like, rare especially in Ruby and Sapphire, since you can get, like, rare candies as soon as the beginning of the game. Where are you in terms of... Okay, so you're about to evolve. I really want to avoid using, Wild Berry until I know she's at max happiness, which the happiness checker won't be available for a while, so I just kind of have to use items and run around a bunch and then save, level up Wild Berry, and see if she evolves. But unfortunately, yeah, it's kind of a pretty bad way of being able to tell when Wild Berry will evolve. I never talked about Dustox though. Dustox is probably immediately less useful than Beautifly, as it's slower and more defensive and focuses on status ailments, but I'd say because of that, and because it gets a bug poison typing as opposed to a bug flying typing, it is actually more viable in the long run. Though it's still bad. But hey, Dustox has something at least. I don't quite know their movesets off the top of my head. It's something I should probably look up, especially if I'm gonna give advice about Pokemon. But definitely the biggest thing for both of them is that they're great to have at this point in the game, because, especially for the upcoming gym, because they can... they will just have really good stats for this point in the game. And that's really it. Let's see if I can... Yeah, I'm looking up the moves right now. Beautifly is gonna learn a lot of Absorb, Grass moves like Absorb and Mega Drain. It'll learn Stun Spore. It'll learn Morning Sun, which is a healing move. And Dustox, on the other hand, will learn stuff like Protect. It learns Psybeam, Whirlwind. Funny. Oh, Dustox actually does learn Confusion, interesting enough, which, I said it would focus on more status ailments, but the only status move it gets leveling up is Toxic. But it learns Protect, it learns... so it learns Light Screen naturally. So definitely the more defensive of the two. I'm not wrong on that part. Let's focus energy. I'm gonna take down that Machop Maribel. Please don't do that much damage. Okay. And really, we're probably just gonna fast forward through the rest of this fight. It's just going to be a clean Maribel sweep, though Maribel should level up right here. Bidoof. Oh, I'm so scared of a Bidoof. Almost to level 16, Hiker Daniel's defeating. Oh yeah, refreshing battle that was. And yes, Wormpole, we will get to see... which one it'll evolve into. I believe that's Silcoon? That could be Cascoon, because it's... Cascoon, I think, tends to face down, but... No, I think that's Silcoon. That is indeed Silcoon. Yeah, no, I think Cascoon faces the other way. If you were playing Diamond... If you're playing Pearl, you can find Silcoon or Cascoon in the wild. If you're playing Diamond... Or if you're playing Pearl, you can find Cascoon in the wild. If you're playing... Did I say playing... If you're playing Diamond, you can find Silcoon in the wild. If you're playing Pearl, you can find Cascoon in the wild. coming up pretty soon, and a Wormpole in the wild, so don't necessarily need to worry about getting them all from honey trees, thankfully. You still haven't gotten anything from me yet, Pachirisu. That's why you're on this team. You're supposed to get stuff from me. I love Pokemon that smell sweet, like this one. Get a whiff of this. Well then. That came off as a lot more threatening than I thought. Oh, a Budew. Hey, I also have a Budew. Actually, this might be the first trainer fight that has a Budew. Poison would do neutral damage to it. So instead, I'm just going to switch out to Combee. Unfortunately, because of the level I caught Wormpole at, it will not learn its level 10 move, which is Absorb. But at level 13, it will learn Gusts, and that isn't bad. But Gust is actually kind of a terrible move. It's a 40 power flying type move. I don't like Gust. I've never really seen it be that good. It's like, it's a better than nothing move. Like, you'd rather have Gust than have nothing. But Gust is definitely not the move of choice I'd go for. Combee has another move that other Pokemon come on called Sweet Scent. Sweet Scent is a very interesting move as it has an overworld effect. And when used in battle, what it'll simply do is just lower the opponent's evasiveness. So if they start spamming double team, you can use Sweet Scent to lower that, or just use a move that always hits. But in the overworld, when you use Sweet Scent in the grass, it'll force an encounter. Which is, so if you don't want to run around, just open your menu and use Sweet Scent. A very interesting overworld effect. I like it. Do you understand what I mean? Did your Pokemon smell nice? Well, it smells dead to me. Wow, that is pretty morbid. I believe there's a hidden item right here. Yes, there is. And of course, I have to show something very important. You see this hiker? Walks up one step. Oh, no, you didn't. Yeah, sprite aliasing makes it look like so this guy's eye just goes wide-eyed as soon as you get a little bit away from him. I think it's absolutely hilarious. It looks like there's some stuff over here, so let's see. Oh, and there's another trainer who's, yep. What kind of Pokemon live around here, I wonder? Bug, an electric rodent that hates me, a weasel. Shinx live around here in Platinum. I don't know, I was just trying to make a joke out of that and it fell flat. I'll see you guys in a minute. Well, I'd be remiss to mention that Shinx actually knows Spark. And I don't know if Maribel's gonna make this. And I don't want to waste healing items. So, please live, Maribel? Maybe? Maybe not. Oh, crit. Well, screw you. Yeah, but I just thought we'd actually show Spark's animation. So, that's why I wanted to bring attention to that. Alright, this trainer also has a Pachirisu, which I believe is the first trainer we've encountered that has one. So it might be worth fighting this trainer if you haven't seen anyone with a Pachirisu yet. I'm gonna go in with Brownie. Alright, Silcoon grew to level 11, so which means Silcoon will evolve right after that. Right after this battle. And there is Shiny Beautifly, and its evil, fluid-sucking thing that sticks out of the front of its face. Seriously, when I read that Pokedex entry, that's horrifying. Found a Pokeball that looks like an Oran berry and possibly a Rost berry? Pecha. I do want some Pecha berries. I'm gonna need to make a quick visit back to the Pokemon Center, if it's not obvious. And then we will continue our sojourn up the route. Alright, we are back, and I want to talk to you really quick. You know, you're not a trainer. If you slather honey on the sweet smelling tree, Pokemon may be attracted by that sweet scent. Yeah, telling us what we already knew. Okay, good, no encounters. So let's get into a battle with you. I did swap out Beautifly for Onix, because Onix is the true hero of this story so far. But mainly I just wanted to get Beautifly's Pokedex entry. And we got it, so I have no use for it anymore. Oh boy, yeah, definitely gonna want to switch out the Maribel for this one. I think I did mention this before, but just in case, I will say it one more time for good measure. The Pokemon encounters here is the exact same as Valley 1 works, aside from the static Drifloon that appears on Fridays. And so, there is no new Pokemon on this route for once. And there are new Pokemon in the upcoming Eterna Forest area with with the closest Pokemon Center being back in Floroma. However, for reasons I will discuss once we get into Eterna Forest, I will not be catching anything until after we finish the forest. And with that, Maribel grew to level 16. Camper Zachary, wah, 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 I'm out of Pokemon. Some of these trainer quotes are, and some of the onomatopoeia they use can be interesting at times. That's weird, I remember there being a battle girl here. There she is. Oos! I'm not about to hold back, or is that what you said, or I'm not trying to hold back? And for those of you who don't know, Oos is a very common, sort of just like, you say it when you like punch or kick. It's sort of meant to be like a release of energy. It's called a ki. I've actually taken karate for several years. It's specifically called Taido. And yeah, when we did moves, we would end by yelling "Oos!" And of course, when we were asked to do something, we'd also respond with "Oos." It can be used as a greeting to say yes. I don't really have, like, I'm so out of shape that I have trouble keeping, that I definitely can't go back to karate the way I am at the moment. Also, at the time this is being recorded, the world is kind of facing a pandemic. Don't want the YouTube ninjas to catch me and demonetize this video that isn't even making money anyways. I concede you're in a different class. It's because you didn't oos hard enough. Found a repel. And we'll go over this bug-eyed. Of all places possible, I've lost my way here. The guy was bug-eyed when we were walking towards him, I swear. He may not appear now, but he will. Alright, so definitely switching out the Maribel for this. As you can see, these trainers don't really have any Pokemon of interest, except for maybe that battle girl who has a Machop, though I believe she has a Meditite in Platinum, but I might be misremembering. Or Meditite. If I did get that correct, I'd be scared at how well I remember this stuff. Alright, that Combi grew to level 16. Getting up there in the levels. And because I'm curious, I'm looking it up. Nope, the Battle Girl only has a Machop in Platinum. So I think I know which Battle Girl I'm actually thinking of. One that's going to be in a route shortly after the second gym. Alright, this trainer. I always remembered this trainer. And you want to know why I remember this trainer? Well, you'll see in a moment, but I want to save before doing this because, like I said, I want Wild Berry to level up and then evolve, and I have no idea if Wild Berries is at max happiness or not. So if Wild Berry does not evolve after this battle, that means I'm resetting and doing it with someone else. But I always remember this battle in particular. Oh, I don't know. Should I play a little? And that is because she has one Pokemon, and it's a Piplup. So if you chose Turtwig as your starter, I think you still count. I think battling alongside the Professor's Assistant still gives count as seeing Piplup in your Pokedex, but this is the trainer of interest you would want to see in order to get Piplup in your Pokedex, if that isn't the case. What I've just said moments ago. And of course, the first time I battled her, I had a Prinplup, but the second time I battled her, I had a Chimchar. And you know, it's like, oh, I see, are you my rival? No, you're just a random trainer with a Piplup. Obligatory, I really like Piplup's Diamond and Pearl sprite over its Platinum sprite, but I discussed that before. Come on, Wild Berry, please love me. Be at max happiness. Yeah, so Wild Berry learns Worry Seed, which makes it so Pokemon can't sleep. Not really interested in that move. Oh, boo, how insulting. Come on. No! Oh, hey, look at that. We just beat the trainer with definitely not Wild Berry. Get a potion. So yeah, just nice things to get. Pachirisu's pickup pool change, or this goes for any Pokemon with pickup, will change every 10 levels. This is sort of a shortcut back. It is a ledge, so you'll have to go back up the other way because we are far off from being able to jump up ledges. But this house, you definitely want to go into it. There's two people in here. You think you can get through the Eternal Forest by yourself? You seem to be tired. Rest a while. Yes, this is just a free heal, and you can get it anytime you want. And yeah, she'll just say, there's just meant to be sort of a checkpoint before you enter Eternal Forest. If we try to go around the forest, unfortunately, there are trees blocking the way that look like they can be cut down, and beyond here is my Munchlax tree. So, unfortunately, no Munchlax tree for me. Many poison-type Pokemon make the Eternal Forest their home, but I didn't buy any antidotes. What should I do? Do I press on, or do I go back? Interesting, but I have a feeling we won't need to be worrying about that. Because next time on Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, we'll be entering the Eternal Forest. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until then, bye!